Welcome everyone. This is the webinar that everyone's been talking about. And today I'm going to show you how to make $10,000 per month in profit from your spa. And we're going to be doing that with Facebook ads. I'm going to show you everything you need to know. But first, who is this webinar for? This webinar is for the spa owner or the solo practitioner who wants to build a highly profitable client base. Look, if you want to be in complete control of how much money you make, this is the webinar for you. At the end, you're going to be able to build a business you love and get paid what you're worth. And guys, this is not just theory. People are actually getting real results here. And here's just a live example from one of my clients. So this is one of my clients. We had 156 customers get in contact with my client. About 78 booked a $38 massage. So it was only cost us about $7.28 per appointment, which I want you to note is cheaper than Groupon. And from that, they basically spent less than $600. They ended up making about $3,000 on the front end, but then they made $6,000 on the back end, where they didn't have to pay for advertising again. So that's about $9,000 total from less than $600 in ad spend. Here's another example. So we got in contact with 107 customers. 32 of them actually booked. And then out of that, 1/3 of them ended up buying the core package, which was a 5-pack massage for $235. So that equated to $67 in ad spend for $2,500 in revenue. Now those are crazy, crazy results. And the thing I want you to think about is if you knew the exact process these spas are using, could you replicate these results? Yes, I think the answer is definitely you can. And on top of that, Facebook really has no kind of huge risk. You can spend as little as $5 a day. And I'm going to show you exactly how this works in this step-by-step guide. And you do not need to be a slick salesperson for this to work. In fact, if you're the opposite, you're probably going to do even better. So, there's 3 secrets in this webinar. First, I'm going to teach you about the new form of advertising. Second, I'm going to show you how to leverage your ads to grow your list and your following. And then third, I'm going to show you the perfect Facebook ad and how it all works together. Okay, but first, who is Ethan Fleming? Why am I qualified to give this talk right now? Well, this is me in the top left at the Florida State Massage Therapy Association convention. This is right before I went on stage, and they asked me to talk about social media marketing. On the top right, you've got a mastermind that I'm a part of, and it's very expensive to get into this group, but we're all digital marketers, and we talk about how to make people money online. And then across the bottom, you'll see me on various vacations, and they're kind of luxurious, but I didn't put them there to brag. I wanted to put them there just to show you that this actually works, and it's getting results for not only me, but also for my clients. Alright, so my story is not so luxurious though. I started off as a super poor medical student. You know, I was going to school, I wanted to be a doctor, but as soon as I was applying to actual medical school, I realized that I was going to be about $1 million in debt when I was done, and that just didn't excite me. So I ended up not going to medical school, and I'm sure you might know that my mom was very, very happy and supportive. Just kidding. She wanted to kill me, but I wanted to start a business instead. I knew I wanted to work for myself, and that was just my destiny. So I ended up starting a web design company. So on the right, that's me in my little tiny office with no window doing my web design company. So I had website skills, but I didn't have any sales. And that's when it really, really hit me. I needed a way to get noticed. I offered a great service at a great price, but no one knew who I was. Can you type 8 in the chat if you guys relate? Okay, great. That tells me that a lot of people really relate with this story. So I learned a lot. I wanted to model what successful businesses were doing. And I risked my own money to do it as well. But what's really cool is it ended up working. But not only did it work for me, I went to my friend who owned a spa. And her spa wasn't doing so well. It was kind of in a bad location. But we ended up using the same principles I learned and what I'm going to go over in this webinar to bring her business from almost bankruptcy to a complete success. And once you see that kind of transformation, it's just really, really exciting. And that's why I'm super passionate about sharing this information with you. So on top of that, what's really exciting is once you just get it, you can scale your income to basically whatever you want, but I just put $10,000 a month. And all you have to do is repeat the process that you've done before and spend more on ads. And look, I never ever want you to spend even a single dime without seeing a return for your investment. You have to be making more money than you are spending, or else that's just bad advertising. And look, guys, the overall concept is very, very simple. You're going to find your ideal client, you're going to target them with specific ads, and you're going to create long-term cash flow from those new relationships. It seems almost too easy, right? But I promise you, it basically is that easy. There are some very specific tactics that we have to go over on how to do that, but this is the basic principle. And what's really important to know is that this will not work forever. Look, Facebook ads right now are underpriced. A lot of people don't really think about this, or they don't really know, but just 3 years ago, Facebook ads were about half the price they are now. And I think in the next 3 years, they're probably going to be about 3 times the price. So you really want to get in on this. You want to be one of the first movers to take advantage of this, because eventually it's going to get harder. You know, you want to build those relationships and that word-of-mouth advertising with the ideal clients in your area before everyone else is doing this, okay? So I'm just about to get into this. I've been doing a lot of talking, but I need you to know that in order to succeed at this, just like anything in life, you have to commit to it. Facebook is in a huge boom right now, and this is a huge opportunity. It may sound kind of ridiculous, but here's an example. So this is 5 years of data, and this is how many people are subscribed to a massage service at a massage spa. So the red is new signups, and the blue is total signups. So what you'll notice is it's pretty much flat for the first 4.5 years. Yeah, it goes up to about 50, it goes above, it goes below, but generally it's staying around 50. And this is someone who's spending $2,000 a month on digital marketing. They're getting SEO, they're getting email marketing, they're getting social media management, the whole shebang, and they were not getting results. And I want you to pay attention to May of 2017, right here. This is when we started running Facebook ads for them, and their business pretty much blew up. You'll see that huge spike in the red where they got a whole bunch of new signups, and they passed that 100 subscription mark. They're on track to do 150, and they can very easily hit 200. So I want you to imagine, how would your life be different if you had a consistent and predictable process for getting new customers and virtually unlimited customers? And what if you had this renewable process that you could do over and over to scale to $10,000 a month in profit? Just for a moment, just please imagine that. How would that change your life? For me, I know that would change a lot of things. So I'm going to get into the 3 secrets. So the first secret is the new advertising framework. So the old form of advertising was people basically yelling at you saying, buy my stuff. So that's your traditional TV advertisements. That's your traditional radio advertisement. And you'd basically just be shouting at that customer. And if you did it enough, they'd eventually become numb to it and they'd come check out your service. This is the new form of advertising. People are calling this relationship marketing, but I like to call it the value ladder. So at the bottom of the ladder is your cheap hook deal, something that you use to get people in the door. And then all the way at the top of the ladder is where you have the most extreme version of whatever it is that you do. So if you offer a full-service spa where you do facials and massages, an example might be coming to someone's house and giving them massages weekly, doing their makeup every day, doing facials for them, showing them exactly how to clean their skin, like basically the most luxurious service you could imagine. And I know that might seem ridiculous, but that would be like just an extreme example of what someone would do, and they would obviously have to be paid very, very well for doing something like that. And then all these steps in between are the steps to get there. So just like real relationships, you can't start off saying, hey, I'm going to lock you into this huge commitment. I'm going to come over all the time. I'm going to, do all these services for you, and that's going to be $10,000 a month. No, you have to work up to that. So you've got your lead offer, which is your discounted massage or whatever it is, and then you're going up to your core offer. So maybe it's just a subscription, massage subscription. And then you're going into your more luxurious packages. So it might be a $200 Mother's Day full package, something like that. And you get the idea. You're basically moving people up the ladder. You're adding more and more value. So you're doing more and more services for them at a higher price. And the higher you go on the ladder, the more profit you're going to make. And so the general idea is that you want to add value first to your customer. What that's going to do is it's going to make your customer want to climb your ladder even higher because they see the value in what you're doing. And what that's going to do is that's going to increase your average customer lifetime value, which is a term marketers use, but basically it's the average that each new customer that walks in the door is going to make you in profit. So as long as you're spending less money getting a customer than each customer is worth, you're going to have an ROI positive campaign. All right, so we're going to get more into that later, but what people usually ask is, hey, is this like Groupon? Because I mentioned that discounted deal at the beginning. No. Look, Groupon clients are not loyal to your company. It's very, very saturated. In fact, Groupon is actually trying to actively market against your spa. They bring in customers, sure, but they really own their customer, and they're just going to lure them away with more ridiculous discounts. And on top of that, Facebook is actually cheaper right now. That surprises a lot of people. And you can get your ideal clients on Facebook. So they tend to be a little bit more high income, they tend to be older, so a lot of people are switching over to Facebook right now. You might not know this, but your ideal client might have not even heard of Groupon. So when they see a discounted massage deal, they're very, very excited about it. And this is not going to last forever. Are other businesses using the value ladder? Yes. All the biggest companies are using it in one form or another, but I want to go over 3 examples because I think you've heard of each one of these companies. So there's GoDaddy, Vistaprint, Massage Envy. All right, so GoDaddy, their ideal client are business owners, basically. And the business owner's biggest desire is they want cheap website services. So what did GoDaddy do? They came up with a really smart offer. They offered domain registrations for 99 cents for the year, which they are losing tons of money on. You have to understand that it costs them like $50 to get a new customer, and they're not making anything on 99-cent domain registrations. I'm pretty sure they're actually losing money, even on that deal. But where they get you and where they make their money is on their value ladder. So yeah, they start off with this deal to get people in the door, but then they offer web hosting. Then they offer website design. And just with these 2 alone, maybe they'll break even, right? So they'll actually have all their costs taken care of on the advertising side just from these 2 offers. And then they continue, and this is really where they make their money. So they have digital marketing services and so on, so much more. And so if you're breaking even on these core offers, then the high-ticket items is where you're making your money. And all it takes is about a few $10,000 a month full digital marketing contracts to really make it all worth it, right? Does that make sense? Are you guys seeing how this works? Could you type a 1 in the chat if you see how that works? Okay, great. Yep, it looks like people are understanding. So here's another example with Vistaprint. Their ideal customer, also business owners. The business owner's biggest desire is they want to promote their business with some kind of promoting material. So they thought of a great offer. What if we give business cards, which everyone knows about, for $9.99 for 500 of them? That's a crazy value, and everyone sees the value in owning business cards. So they're really impressing their customer and really getting them to go in the door. And then that's when they hit you with all the upgrades. So they'll actually upgrade the business cards, and when you're all said and done, it ends up costing like $30 or $50 for the business cards. But then they hit you with all kinds of stuff like, hey, do you want promotional material? Do you want banners? Do you want flyers, pens, web design, marketing, and branding services? And some people do. Some people are going to see those and be like, wow, yeah, I really do need those things. So this is so convenient that I get to get it all in one place. So Vistaprint is using this lead offer to get their foot in the door and build that relationship so they can offer these services later. Okay, Massage Envy. This is probably the most relevant to you guys. So they're looking for higher income women, usually in that 40 to 64 age range. These women's desire is they want a reliable place to relieve pain, in their body or in their back. And so they offer a lead offer of a $39.99 massage for a 60-minute massage. And so obviously that's undervaluing a 60-minute massage. People see that, wow, that's a really good offer. Sure, I guess I'll try these people out. And they really wow them with the experience there at Massage Envy. And then they say, hey, I know you liked your experience here. Would you like to get a massage subscription? That's going to be $60 a month, and you're going to get one massage every month. And then you can upgrade and you can get another massage for $40. So they end up making their money back just on the massage subscription. But on top of that, where they're making a lot more of their money, is they have upsells. So you want aromatherapy, you want deep tissue, whatever it is. You want high ticket sales. Okay, now you've got your more luxurious spa packages. Oh, now tell your friends. That's word of mouth advertising. Then they do gift card sales, etc. There's so much value in getting to know that customer, building that relationship, and then offering them higher and higher value items. Okay, so how much can you make? This is just going to be a generic example, but it's roughly based off the examples that my clients have been getting. So let's say you can get in contact with 100 new customers, right? Not everyone's going to take you up on your offer. So let's say 50 people end up taking you up on your offer, and it's for a $40 massage. That's going to be $2,000 that your spa is going to make in revenue off that front-end offer. Now, let's say 20 of those people end up getting a 5-pack of massage, and they end up spending $200. So that's going to be $4,000. And what's important to notice is you didn't have to pay for advertising on the second time. You only needed to spend it on the first time. Alright, so it gets even better. So out of that, about 10 customers become loyal customers, and they spend $60 on massage, and they get 6 per year. That's $3,600. And when you add all that together, that's $9,600 you make from those customers. And that's before you do email marketing. That's before social media marketing, before high-ticket sales, specials like Mother's Day, word of mouth, referral sales, gift cards, etc., right? There's so much value in getting to know customers and building that relationship. And I just want you to see that. So on top of that, how much do you think something like this would cost in Facebook ads to get $9,600 in total sales? Well, it turns out that the total cost is about $300 in Facebook ads when it's done correctly. And I'm going to show you how to do that, but that's really, really mind-blowing, right? Do you see how Facebook ads are undervalued? Right now, a big company that knows how to use their value ladder should be willing to pay much, much more than $300. And that's why it's going to go up in price over the next couple of years. Okay, so that was secret number 1, the value ladder. So everyone kind of understood how that works, right? And again, it works for any niche. So if you own a medical spa, for example, the lead offer might be a free chemical peel, and then the extreme offer might be plastic surgery, right? So you're going to make a lot of money from that plastic surgery, but you need to get them in the door with something cheap, and then you need to build that relationship. So go ahead and type 8 in the chat if you understand. Okay, yes, it looks like everyone understands. Great. Secret number 2, leveraging your ads to grow your list. What is a list? All the current or potential customers you have constant contact with is your list. So that could be your email list, that could be your social media list, that could even be physical addresses. Your list is like a money printing machine. In fact, a lot of digital marketers say the money is in the list. The list allows you to build your tribe, right? To build your ultimate fans. It allows you to strengthen relationships, and it allows you ultimately to move customers up the value ladder, which is really the main focus of this talk today. But on top of that, the list can be used to create money on demand. If you're ever in a tight spot or you change locations, you can really monetize your list in as little as 10 days and make a huge amount of money. And I could go on and on about how nurturing a list works and building a list really works, but I'm going to focus on that in another webinar. The main focus right now is to show you how to get sales. I just want to show you how you can maximize your results for building your list given the exposure that you're going to get with your ads, just so you don't miss out. So your ads are going to grow your list passively. So you'll see here that it's going to grow your social media list because when people see ads on Facebook, they're going to check out your Facebook page and some people are going to like it. So this is results just like 1 week, just a standard week, nothing big. 10 people like the page just from running the ads, literally nothing else. And you're also going to be growing your email list from the ads, and we're going to get into how that works later. But for right now, I want you to be able to maximize these results. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to cross-promote your lists. So when people sign up for your email, you're going to automatically send out an email, and the first email is going to explain the value of liking your business page. And you're going to give people a link to do that right there in the email. The reason you want to do this on the first email is this is the email that people open up the most. In my experience, we've had open rates of about 60% on the first email. So with your social media, you're going to be giving amazing content or promotions in exchange for people's email. The reason you want both of these, and you want your customers to be both on your email list and your social media list, is that it's very unlikely that they'll leave both of them. People unsubscribe from email all the time, and email is going to be really your moneymaker. But people do not unsubscribe from social media. So if you really mess up on your email marketing, you have a few more tries with your social media. So just to recap, really quick, growing your list is super important. It's not going to be the main focus of this talk, but I do want you to get the most out of your ads. So just make sure that you cross-promote your lists so you can keep your customers. That's all you really have to know for now. All right, secret number 3 is the perfect Facebook ad. So this is where a lot of people mess up. People usually just boost posts of deals and just hope that they get results. But the perfect strategy, and I'm going to go into why this works, is you're going to have a Facebook ad, send people to a landing page on your website, and then you're going to get some kind of contact information from your customer. So I'm going to go into each one individually. The Facebook ad. So it has to have broad appeal. Remember that this is the bottom rung of your value ladder. So think in terms of who your ideal client is and how can you really, really wow them with great value. So it has to have broad appeal to your clients and they have to know what it is. So here's a really interesting example. I've got a friend who has a TacFit gym. And if you ask him, he's going to say, yeah, TacFit gyms are the best gyms in the entire world. But, like, who the heck knows what a TacFit gym is, right? If you run an ad for a TacFit gym, it's going to fail. Nobody knows what it is, so it's going to be very, very hard to convince people in 800 pixels that they need to sign up for this. An offer that would do much better is simply doing a regular gym membership, just a generic, broad gym membership, because everyone knows what that is, and so it's much easier to get customers in the door. Then later on, if you have a specific niche that you like, you can educate that customers by building your list, building in the relationship, etc. All right, so the main offer has to be broad. That's something that a lot of people mess up. And it has to be able to catch your attention. So the biggest tip I have is make it red. That's it. Red, I found in my testing, has drastically overperformed, and I think it's really because it contrasts the blue and the white of Facebook. And then lastly, it has to have very clear value. So you really want to wow your ideal customer and be like, draw them in, make them take action now. Okay, so a landing page. Many of you might not know what a landing page is. It's basically a page on your website, and it can be invisible, like you don't have to put it on your menu bar or anything, but it's going to be a page specifically for Facebook ads or any kind of ads that you're doing really. And all that this page is for is getting contact information. So we're going to be getting name, email, and phone number. So the pro tips here with the landing page is that it has to be congruent to your ad. So if you have an ad for 50% off a massage, and then you just send people to your homepage, and the main title on your homepage is, hey, welcome to our spa. We're the best spa in Dallas, Texas. They're going to be very confused because those two messages don't make sense. They don't match up. And so if you say you're going to have a 50% off massage special, your landing page has to say 50% off massage special. You can't say anything else. People are going to get confused otherwise, okay? It has to be super, super clear and concise because you're competing with people who just came off Facebook, right? That's like the most distracting thing possible. So you just have to not overwhelm them and get right to the point. You're going to want to take advantage of what's called micro commitments. So when they click on the ad, they're basically saying, yes, I'm interested. Then they're going to see your page. Then they're going to hit get free coupon. That's another yes, basically, that they're saying to you. Then they're going to fill in their contact information. That's another yes. And what this does is this takes advantage of a principle called the Benjamin Franklin effect. And if they say yes to you a bunch of times for little commitments, they're much more likely to say yes for big commitments too. So that's how you get people to actually take action. And then lastly, you're going to want to integrate autoresponders and lead notifications. So an autoresponder is what I was talking about when people sign up for your email. They will automatically be sent emails. So you're going to want, as soon as they sign up, they automatically get an email. Very easy. And you have a whole system now for doing email marketing later. And then you're going to want to do a lead notification. So it's going to tell your receptionist or it's going to tell you whenever a lead comes in. And a lead is basically just that contact information. And we're going to get more into that and why that's important in the next two slides. So the last page that people are going to be sent to is called the thank you page. And on this page, you're going to have additional value if they take action now. So, for example, we've got schedule your appointment right now, and you're going to get a free body scrub with your massage. So a body scrub doesn't cost very much, especially at a place like Cosmoprof. It's very, very inexpensive, but it might be enough to tip the customer into your favor and get them in the door. And remember, getting the customer in the door is the name of the game. So really, that's all that matters. It also allows for tracking. So you can set it up on Facebook every time someone makes it to your thank you page. You can see how much it costs per thank you page or per lead submission. So that way you can actually see results and you know if your ads are working or not. And then lastly, you can do pixel optimization, where Facebook will actually look for people who made it all the way to your thank you page and look at what those people like, what those people are interested in, and then try to get more people like that. So that's very, very helpful. Okay, here's the trick, guys. They've said yes to you a few times at this point, right? You've got the micro commitments. They're wowed by the offer. They're really, really excited. They're in this state of excitement as soon as they submitted their information. But as soon as it's time to actually call and make an appointment, they get scared, okay? They get scared for a few reasons, but they think like, oh, is this a scam? Did I just submit my information to a random company in India? Am I going to get my identity stolen, right? Is this a real company? Or maybe they get shocked like, oh no, I'm actually going to have to pay money now. But what you're going to do to combat that, and this is a trick that almost no one does, and this will literally 5 times your results. So you're going to follow up with that customer. So that's what the lead notifications were for. That's why you want to notify your receptionist or yourself. It's because if you call that customer, you can really reassure them. You're going to say, hey, this is Ethan with Alpha Spa Marketing. I just wanted to call and see if you wanted to redeem that offer. We're offering a free body scrub if you book within the next 2 days. I just wanted to make sure you didn't miss out on that. So can I go ahead and book you? You know, whatever it is, you're basically reassuring the customer, letting them know about this time scarcity offer, the additional bonus that you're giving them, and you're helping them make the commitment that they wanted to make. They clicked on the ad for a reason, but they just got scared at the last moment, so just help them out. And then the rule of thumb is that you really have to do this as fast as possible. Try to do it within 5 minutes if you can, because otherwise people are honestly going to forget that they submitted their information. They're going to go back to Facebook and just get distracted by 100 other things. So 5 minutes and people are going to know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so most people are not doing this strategy at all. They're just boosting posts. A lot of people are seeing it, and they're just praying that they get results. And that's a really, really bad strategy. They might see it, but okay, now you have to get some kind of commitment with them, or else they're just going to see it, think like, oh, that's really interesting, and then move on, just like the scared people who submitted their information. Most people are not making attractive offers, so you're not making offers that really wows people. You know, I see people making like 5% off or 10% off. That's good for like a warm client, a client who's already bought from you, but for new clients, you really have to wow them. They are not taking contact information, so you're not getting any kind of commitment from the client, so there's no way that you can know who's interested or not. And then lastly, people are not following up with the customers, and this is huge. Almost no one does this, so if you do this, you're going to be ahead of the game so much more than everyone else. And in general, they just aren't getting results. Most people, when they run Facebook ads, just are not getting any kind of sales. So don't worry, there is software that's going to make this whole process much, much easier. There's landing page software, which is going to make the landing pages, and it's going to make the thank you pages. So 2 examples are ClickFunnels and Instapage. And don't worry, it does work on any website. A lot of people ask me, hey, but I have GoDaddy, but I have Wix, it doesn't matter. It makes it on its own server, so you can use it completely independent of your website if you want to. You're going to need an email autoresponder, which is where you actually send those follow-up emails automatically, and then you put them into a database so you can send out broadcast messages later. The one I recommend is Aweber, and I'm sure many of you have MailChimp because it's free. And look, that's what MailChimp's doing for their lead magnet. They're saying, hey, look, here's this free service. We want you to eventually upgrade. But when you upgrade and you actually get the autoresponder functions through MailChimp, where you can actually send out emails automatically, it's just more expensive than Aweber. So if you're serious about doing these ads, I recommend just doing Aweber, and it's only like $20 a month. Lastly, you're going to want to get contact information notifications. So whenever someone puts in their contact information, your receptionist or you are going to want to know right away. CallRail is really good because it tracks all that information and it gives you a text or it calls your phone so that you pretty much have to follow up with that lead. So it's really, really nice. So just to recap, the perfect Facebook ad, you've got the actual ad itself, you send people to a landing page, and then you get contact information. And the extra tip that's going to blow your competition out of the water is following up with that customer, just reassuring them and actually getting that sale. Okay, so what did you guys think? Was that valuable so far? Did you think the presentation was helpful? I've got Don saying yes, definitely. Thanks. Yeah, I've got a lot of people saying that they found this really, really helpful. That means so much to me. I'm glad that you guys found it helpful. So let me ask you a question. If you had a steady flow of customers coming into your store, do you think you'd be able to replicate the exact process that's worked for so many other spas? Yeah, of course you could, right? I mean, it's a very straightforward process. Now, do you want to hurry up and have this system working for you in the next 14 days? Okay, great. Well, you've basically got two options. Option number one is you could do it on your own. I think I've really given you an in-depth blueprint of exactly what to do. You can go out there, you can create different ad images, you can split test different ads, you can write your own copy, you can get the whole system to work together. But look, not everyone's going to get it. It's kind of technical, and if you mess up, there's actually a lot of costs to messing up. You could lose hundreds of dollars in sales, and you could get extremely frustrated and just give up on the whole thing. Option number two is you could get it done right and fast. You'd have no frustration, you'd have better results, you'd get additional support to really maximize your results, and you'd have this up and running in 14 days, so it's actually working for you right away. Guys, type number 2 in the chat if that sounds interesting to you, if you'd want to go with option number 2. Alright, great, we're getting a lot of 2s. Yep, everyone says definitely number 2. Okay, if you chose number 2, then what you want to do is join the Alpha Spa Marketing Program. So this is where we're going to actually design your ads. We're going to set up this whole system for you, and we're going to test everything to see what works best to make sure you're getting the best price. And in the end, you're going to have an extremely profitable and scalable marketing campaign done fast. And it's going to be done right the first time. So you're not going to have to mess around with anything or do trial and error and get all frustrated. So on top of the actual done-for-you marketing, we're also going to give you an ultimate follow-up guide, which took us quite a bit to develop, and it's really going to show you how to get maximum results from this investment. On top of that, we're going to give you greeting templates, so you'll know exactly what to say and how to overcome any resistance from clients. And lastly, you're going to get access to our mastermind group, where we're going to share what works, and you guys are going to be the first members in this, and everyone's going to know exactly what's going on. So you're going to get my undivided attention, and I'm going to really prioritize this group. So just to summarize, you're going to get done-for-you marketing where everything's taken care of. You're going to get designer ads. You're going to get landing pages. You're going to get system integration, targeting, optimization, bidding, all of that taken care of. You're going to get training, so you know exactly how to get the best results. You're going to get access to our templates and scripts that have been proven to get results. You're going to get access to that mastermind, and then you're going to get one-on-one question and answer. So you can ask me anything at all, and I'm going to be able to answer that for you. So realistically, a lot of people are charging $1,500 for this type of marketing service. But on top of that, they don't do any kind of training specific in the spa industry to give you results. I think that's very realistically worth about $1,000. You're going to get the templates for success, which are going to save you hundreds of dollars and make you a lot more money. You're going to get the one-on-one
question and answer with me. So those are basically consultation calls, which, as we all know, are very, very expensive. And you're going to get access to that mastermind group where we're just going to talk about what works with each other. So that's very, very conservatively worth $300. So together, I think that's a $3,800 value. And obviously, I'm not going to charge you $3,800. But if I did charge you $3,800 and all it did was allow you to run profitable Facebook ads whenever you wanted, wouldn't that be worth it? Yeah, of course, right? Because profitable ads mean you make money. End of story. So what's important to realize is that it just takes a few amazing customers to really, really change everything in your business. You know, these are your ideal customers that come in, buy your services, promote you to your friends. You know the customers I'm talking about. And what this leads to is really, really explosive growth. So I want you to think about this as being able to make $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 a month more in sales in just the next 3 months. So here's an example. This is my friend Oystein. He owns a gym, and he spent $2,155 in ads total. That's agency fees and everything. And what he did was he had a lead offer to give away free months at his gym. So what ended up happening was one customer, just one out of many, ended up signing up for a 12-month gym membership plus an 8 weeks specialized training program. And the sales from that ended up to be about $2,020, which pretty much paid for the entire advertising campaign itself from that one customer. And what's going to blow your mind is that was one customer from 207. So that's crazy, right? I mean, you see the impact of getting just that one customer that can really change anything, or that group of customers. So here's even more results. So this is a 50% off massage offer. So spent about $600 and made about $3,000 on the front end, but then made $6,000 on the back end, just offering one additional upsell. So that's not including any kind of extra service. And what I want you to notice is that this was actually cheaper than Groupon. At $7.28 per appointment, you know, Groupon's going to charge you around $20 for a $40 massage. And these customers are 3 times more likely to come in for a second visit than Groupon. And just because they're 3 times more likely to become a second visitor doesn't mean they're just 3 times more valuable. It means they're a lot more valuable because they're more likely to come in for a 3rd time and a 4th time and so on, and really promote your business. Here's another example. So we've got 107 new customers. These were high-income customers. This was for an acupuncturist. Okay, so his value ladder was a little bit different, but still very, very valuable. He had $63.60 in ad spend. He got those 107 new customers, and it resulted in $4,000 in sales. And that's just a front-end offer, like I'm telling you guys. You're not going to make your money on the front end. You're going to make the money on the back end of growing those relationships with those customers. But still, this is really, really amazing results here. So, like I said, the standard price for this type of marketing is $1,500 per month. And I think that's really, really worth it when you look at the value of a customer. You know, a really great customer can easily be worth $500. So paying to get in front of hundreds of customers is easily worth $1,500. And if you leave this webinar and you see a second webinar either in another group or from my paid ads, the price might be $1,500 because as I get testimonials and as I get more results, and it's just going to justify the price. You know, I'm not going to have to discount myself as much moving forward because I'll just have that social proof and everything working for me. So like I said, I think everything together is worth about $3,800. But obviously I'm not going to charge you $3,800. I'm not even going to charge you $1,500. What I'm going to do today is something crazy because this is my first webinar, the first time I've ever pitched this through a webinar. I'm actually going to be giving you this service, if you get in today, at $3.99 per month. That's all this is going to cost. You're going to get that full marketing service, all the ads, optimizing everything. And there is an ad spend on top of that goes directly to Facebook. But guys, this is the no-brainer cost. $3.99 is just so cheap for the return that people are getting. And obviously I cannot do this forever. It's going to have to go up in the second series of webinars. And remember, this is exclusive to this webinar right now. So this is the first webinar that I've ever done, but this is not my first time offering this service. Right now I've got clients paying over $600, and they're very happy because they're getting positive ROI ads. They're renewing their services every month happily. They're like, yes, Ethan, we definitely want to do marketing again. Let's do it. And they're very happy at the $600 price. And because I've had a lot of interest in this specialty from spa owners and from spa groups, the next webinar I do, it's going to increase the price to $549 per month. And I'm really just going to keep going up from there. You know, there's no reason to discount myself like this all the time. And like I said, the results and the testimonials are just going to justify the price. Is there a guarantee? Yes. Yes, there is. What I do, and what I'm going to do for this webinar, is I'm going to run a free trial for you. So I'm going to get you actual results before you buy. So you're going to get $50 worth of ads run for you completely for free. And from there, we can look at the data, we can make projections, and then you can decide if you want to continue with the marketing. And look, no one has backed out yet, but I just want you to know that you can after that $50 worth of ads. And we'll have a lot of data so you'll know exactly basically what's going to happen. So that's basically a 0% risk, guys. That free trial is amazing. I've never seen a marketing agency do that before. You know, they really ask for thousands and thousands of dollars up front with no guarantee. And on top of that, this is my first round of webinars. So like I said, I'm really invested in getting you results. In fact, I'm financially invested because the better results I get you, the better the testimonials are going to be and the more I can charge for my next round of webinars. So not only is this zero risk, but I want you to think about what you're going to gain on top of that. So imagine constantly filling your appointment books and very predictably, right? Imagine getting your ideal customers that actually pay you what you're worth. And imagine being able to redo this over and over until you grow your income to whatever level you want. Now, this is an investment, so I don't want you to think about this as spending money on like a TV set, for example. When you spend $1, I want you to be getting $5 back. So it's really a no-brainer. This investment has very clear goals and objectives. So if you're not making money back, you shouldn't be paying me. And on top of that, there's zero risk. We're going to do the free trial, which I've never done before, and I'm not going to do that in the future. But for this webinar, for our group, because I like you guys, we are going to do that risk-free trial. And I want you to think, how much are you investing right now in your growth? Right? I'm sure you have bills that you have to pay every day. But if you're not spending money on actually growing your business, then is that a good use of your money? A lot of people are spending money on Groupon, which definitely does grow your business, and there's nothing wrong with Groupon. It's just that a lot of people, once they see how powerful this is, they actually end up switching their marketing budget away from Groupon and into their own marketing efforts. So does this pay for itself? Yes, definitely. It does so much more than pay for itself. Like I said, I want you to think about the 3, 5, 10 times ROI from this investment. Because even though you're breaking even on the first offer, maybe, where you're making your money is on the back end, building those customers, getting those relationships, moving them to the higher profit sales, and really just changing your business. Can you get results in 14 days? Yes. Absolutely. We can get this up and running for you fast. You can do the trial. You can see exactly how this is going to work for you. So like I said, guys, this is the Take Action Now price. $3.99 a month. This is very limited. it takes a lot of work to set up a campaign like this. So I'm only going to be doing this for 4 people. And right now I've got about 100 people signed up for the email list. So this is going to go very, very quickly. And as soon as it does, I'm going to pull this webinar, and I'm going to do a second webinar at that $549 price. So I really implore you to take action now. Also, there is a limited time on this. So I'm going to set a timer for about 30 minutes right now. And when you go to the website, you'll see that. You're going to get the free trial, which, again, I'm not going to do this next time. I think the free trial is just icing on the cake. It just makes it literally unbelievable. There's no reason not to take this offer and try this out. So here's some questions I always get. Is there a guarantee? Yes, absolutely. That's what the $50 trial is for. You get projections, and then, like I said, no one has backed out yet. So that's how good the results are. What kind of results can I expect? Look, I can't guarantee legally your results. That's technically illegal. But in most cases, what happens is you break even on the front-end offer, and then you make a huge return on the back-end sales. Like I said, when you're growing that customer base and you're building that relationship and you're moving them to the high-end sales. Does this work for solo practitioners? Yeah. In fact, it works even better because solo practitioners don't have to pay payroll. So they can be a little bit less efficient than a more traditional spa, and they can actually make money on the front-end offer because you don't have to pay an employee. You're doing the work. So you're basically getting the payroll. Does that make sense? So solo practitioners don't actually break even. They make money on the first offer. And then my business works on word of mouth. Okay, perfect. All this is doing is getting your business exposed to more people to build those relationships and get more word of mouth advertising. So if you're already getting word of mouth advertising, this is going to be so much better for your business. As you get more clients and you build your clientele and more people want to book with you, you're just going to be able to raise your prices and move people up the value ladder. So if you work on word of mouth, that's very, very perfect. It's going to work great for you. So I also want you to think about what you could lose by not signing up. So if you do your own ads, you could very realistically lose $150 to $900 just in messing up your ads, not getting as good of results as what we can get for you. Then there's the time to actually set up everything. So that could be 10 hours a week in just setting this up. And if you're a spa owner, wouldn't you rather spend that time servicing clients and working on your core business? If you have an error in any of these systems, it could cost you hundreds of dollars in sales. If you're sending people to the long landing page, or you're not getting lead notifications, if anything goes wrong, you could miss out on that. And then lastly, if you don't follow the rules for Facebook, your ad can actually get banned, which I've seen this happen, and it takes months for people to get their account back. So there's a huge penalty for making amateur mistakes. It's not something small. And then, of course, there's the missed opportunity. So what would really suck is you see an opportunity like this, you decide, yeah, you know what, I don't think I need to take this. But then you find yourself in 4 months, a year, 2 years, and you're in the exact same position you're in now. You haven't grown at all. And not only did you miss the opportunity of this webinar for this price, Facebook ads have also gotten more expensive, and it's harder to find an agency, and now you're competing with more people. So there's a huge cost to inaction at this point. So just to recap, on everything that's included, you're going to get that full marketing effort. So you're going to have graphic designers making your ads. We're going to have people running the numbers for you, making sure you're getting the lowest price with the best results, doing targeting, everything for you. You're going to be getting coaching. So you're going to know exactly what to do to maximize your investment. You're going to get templates and scripts for success. So either you or your receptionist will know exactly what to say. And then you're going to get one-on-one question and answer with me. So you can ask me anything, and I can actually bring in people from my mastermind. This is really what we do full-time. So go ahead and ask me anything, and we can probably come up with a solution. And then you are going to get access to our own mastermind group where it's just going to be people who are running ads for their spa. So everyone's going to be on the same page and we're all going to know what you're talking about. So I can dedicate a lot of time to helping that mastermind group. And like I said, I'm just doing this for this first webinar. This is the $399 price per month and then $300 in ad spend. And there's only going to be 4 spots. And so this is going to go extremely fast. Like I said, there's 100 people on my email list, but then I'm working with other influencers, and we're going to launch this webinar to even more people. Do you have any questions for me, guys? I want to answer anything that you have. If you're here in the live webinar, then you have the opportunity to ask me. So let's see. All right, one person asked, I have a GoDaddy site. Will this work on my website? Yes. So on GoDaddy sites, it's going to work. It's going to work on any website platform. So it's going to work on Wix. It's going to work on GoDaddy, WordPress, Square. It doesn't matter because the landing page builder hosts it on its own site. So it can be completely separate from your web page, from your website. It doesn't have to show up on your menu. It can be completely secret. Is there a free trial? Yes. So the free trial, like I said, we're going to run $50 worth of Facebook ads that'll go straight to Facebook. We will manage everything, take care of everything for you, show you real results, and then you decide if you're interested. So guys, go ahead and go to alphaspamarketing.com/trial and sign up. Because like I said, there's only 4 spots available, and I'm sure they're going very, very fast. And there's a timer on there now. I think there's about 20 minutes left. And then this deal's gone. It's going to be closed up, done for. So this is really your opportunity. If you're at all interested in this offer, then this is really your chance to get in with a company that just markets for spas, right? How perfect is that? All right, are there any other questions? Okay, great. Will this work for solo practitioners? Yes, this will work for solo practitioners. And I understand that sometimes it's going to be hard to follow up with the leads in 5 minutes, but you can be a little bit less efficient as a solo practitioner because you're the one doing the work. So if they come in for a $40 massage and it costs you $7 in ad spend and then another $7 in agency fees, that's $14, right? And that's a $40 massage. So instead of you having to pay someone $25, you get the $25. Does that make sense? So the solo practitioner can be a little bit less efficient. So yeah, it definitely will work for solo practitioners. All right, one person's asking, I have multiple spa locations. Can I do it for multiple spa locations and multiple offers? So let me tell you, I've actually worked with big spas like that, and the biggest thing is that you want the multiple locations isn't a problem, but you really want to have one offer going at a time. People are going to get very, very confused. Everyone's going to get confused. Your customer's going to get confused. You're going to get confused if you're running multiple offers. Just the whole system works better if you have one core offer that you do at a time. So, guys, go ahead. alphaspamarketing.com/trial. I think there'll be a link somewhere on this page that you just click on. And sign up, guys, because, again, this is going very, very fast. I don't want you to miss out here. Only 4 spots available, and I think we're down to like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes at this point. So that's going to be your $399 per month price for the agency. We take care of everything for you. We're doing a free trial. This is the no-brainer price. Jump on today, or else you're going to miss out. And, you know, while you're thinking about it, the price is just going to keep going up. So I really, really want to help you get results. I'm really excited to get my new clients, which is you guys, great results so that I can use that for my next webinar. So I hope everyone in this group's, you know, who's interested takes advantage of this. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you stay around for the group and you have a great time learning a lot of information. If you take this offer, you know, you're going to get that mastermind. So it's an even more advanced group. Yeah, guys, I'm just really excited about it. Go ahead, sign up. I'm going to leave this open for just a little bit longer, and then I'm closing it up. It's going to be gone. So go to the website, sign up. This is your last chance. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.